What do we do when we're having a crisis? My immediate response is to vlog it. So welcome to Vlogmas episode 2. I think I may have COVID. So before I dive into this video, a little bit of background about me. My name is Ellie. I study part 3 of the mathematical tripos at the University of Cambridge, which is basically a fancy way of saying that I study a maths masters. So I'm studying a masters in maths at the University of Cambridge, and term has finished now. We are kind of in Christmas break. I was planning on enjoying the last couple of weeks before going home, and today I have tested positive on a lateral flow, which is very faint. You can't actually see it. There's a very, very faint line on the T. I then did 2 more lateral flows after, and they're both negative. So I've just got a PCR test, went and done it, and hopefully the results will come back tomorrow. So I don't know what the outcome will be. I feel fine, you know, I don't feel ill, but I'm isolating until I get that result. You know, hopefully it's negative, but I guess you'll see on Vlogmas number 3. The title might be I definitely have COVID instead of I may have COVID. Yeah, we'll see. It's been a bit of a weird morning really. I woke up quite tired, but that's because I did quite a lot of work yesterday, which you'll have seen in my first vlog. So I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I normally study in the postgraduate common room because I'm a postgrad, and I was like, okay, I've got a formal tonight, so I'm going to do a lateral flow, you know, check that I don't have COVID, even though I didn't have any symptoms. Did a lateral flow this morning, and it was like, you know, initially it was looking negative, really, really negative, as you can see with like the bright red line on the C, and I was like, oh cool, nice. I'll then get ready. So I got ready, and then I was kind of getting ready to leave, put the timer on. The timer went off for my lateral flow, and I was like, hang on, there's a very faint line on the T. So then I started panicking because for those of you that haven't watched any of my other videos, recent videos, I talk about my seizures in them, and one thing that's really worried me about COVID is I haven't caught it before, and it was my seizures that really worried me about, you know, how COVID would affect my seizures. But I thought I would film because I want to actually tidy my room and just get a few things organised and yeah, do a little bit more work. I've decided that I'm just gonna crack on with as much work as I can get done today. So my plan is to eat this orange and just kind of get back into bed and just do some work from my bed. So obviously, as a side note again, you know, I hate bombarding my videos with my seizures and things, but I am slightly worried about the stress of having COVID and the impact it may have on my seizures. So I'm going to get into bed just in case, you know, then I'm in a safe environment in case I do have a seizure. So I've just been doing some maths in my room, hence the time lapse, and it's going quite slowly, but it's fine. I've kind of had to send off some emails as well about inquiring about how I get food now that I'm isolating, and I sent an email to the catering team like 5 minutes ago, and I just had a knock on my door, and I have food. Yeah, I think they've boxed me lunch today, which I don't actually know what it is. I'm hoping. Oh. Oh wow, it smells well nice. I don't know what it is. So the menu today is aubergine parma, and it actually is hidden by all the food, but it smells so good. I'm well looked after by my college. Like, I literally sent that email 5 minutes ago. And we have food, yes. So I'm gonna eat that now. Take a bit of break from maths and studying. But I'm enjoying it, it's going good, and yeah. Eat my lunch and then back to more maths. Got through another chapter, you know, made cue cards for another chapter, and the kind of plan that I'm doing at the moment with my revision is something I've noticed when I've looked through past papers for my modules, is that sometimes they'll ask you to kind of just regurgitate lecture note material, just know it and understand it. So what I have done is I've created like flashcards for each of the chapters, or I'm in the process of making flashcards. So I've done up until I've got halfway through chapter 7, so I'm pretty much halfway through the module in terms of chapters anyway, maybe not in terms of content because certain chapters are longer than others. So yeah, and then I've got to this one chapter, chapter 7, and it's kind of like there's like 3 pages worth of just working, and it's very hard to write cue cards on that, so I'm just going to skip over it for now, come back to it when my head feels a little bit better. You know, maybe do it tomorrow once I know the outcome of my PCR. The Christmas music has come out to get me through my through the rest of today. I'm managing to power through. I've just finished another chapter, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, it's a really enjoyable module. It's fluid dynamics of the climate. It's one of those modules that I just, and as soon as I took it, I knew this is going to be a good module and I'm going to enjoy it, and I am. It's really, really interesting. It's looking at obviously fluid dynamics of the climate, so the atmosphere and the ocean, and just looking at fluid flows in that. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I have 7 pages left of what I want to get done tonight, and it's just gone 3:30. It'll take me to over halfway through the lecture notes, exactly halfway, up until chapter 10, and there's 14 chapters, so the last 4 chapters are quite meaty, there's quite a lot in there, whereas some of the kind of first 10 chapters are a lot smaller than others. So yeah, I kind of want to just get through this chapter, all the cue cards for this chapter, but 7 pages doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're trying to understand the maths behind it, it can be quite intense. Yeah, so I'm going to open some windows in here, it's getting rather hot with all the radiators, and get these 7 pages done. Wow, okay, my camera doesn't seem to want to time-lapse anymore. I have this little spinner on the top that will move between like the settings of the camera, and I think it's broken, so now I can't time-lapse, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because I realise some people like when I just talk to the camera, and other people just like when they can see what the maths I'm doing. So I was recording thinking I was recording, and then my camera just turned off, and I was like, wait, and I looked back and it recorded like 0.2 seconds. Yeah, I guess this vlog is very chatty and very much me just talking to the camera. I'm getting there. I've got 3.5 pages left, and it's only been about an hour, so I'm kind of getting there, but I'm very, very slowly. I just feel absolutely exhausted. I don't know whether the worry of potentially having COVID has caught up with me, or whether I actually have COVID. Yeah, I don't know. It's one or the other. Okay, I've just done another lateral flow and it's looking negative, but I've got to wait another 15 minutes, so in the meantime I'm going to tidy up the mess that is my kitchen. Crumble and ice cream because I'm feeling very much sorry for myself. So I'm going to eat this and then have a shower and then go to bed ready for vlog number 3 tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.